I look at her and I just very loudly say, like, so do you want to go upstairs now? All of a sudden, every door upstairs closed at one time. And she goes, nope. And we both book it out the door. I'm like shaking. I've never had that happen before. Like it was, I mean, every single door like just slammed shut at one time. Welcome to the Homeowner Hookup,
the show where we break down everything you need to know about real estate.
Straightforward, practical, and always up to date.
We're your hosts, Megan Huey
and Sydney Ragusa.
Let's dive in. Hey, Sid.
Hey, Meg.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. How are you?
Good. We're in spooky season.
Ooh.
We have some fun spooky stories to talk about.
I love spooky season. Not a huge fan of pumpkin, though. No, lavender and pumpkin.
I am.
I'll get down on a pumpkin pie, though, but just like coax that stuff in whipped cream.
Pumpkin spice latte all day long for me.
It's just too sweet.
You got to get it half the pumps. Half the pumps, yeah.
Half the pumps?
Yes.
Half the pumps of pump?
And I make my own pumpkin spice, like, latte.
Okay, well,
like
now I feel like I need to try this pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, I'll bring one next time.
Please do. Don't forget about the little people, okay? So, spooky season, in honor of that, why don't we get started on some spooky stories of our own?
Yeah, let's do it.
What do you think?
Let's do it. You go first.
Me? An honor, a blessing. Okay, so I was touring this home with a customer in San Marco back at like really early in my career. Maybe I was in like 2 or 3 years into my career, and I had just had my son. And he was 3 weeks old, and honestly too early for me to be showing property after having a baby. But regardless,
that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. They're a very good friend now, and like I love them dearly. But so I had him strapped to my chest, and we pull up to this house, and it's beautiful. It's massive. And it was on a really like big property. And if you know the San Marco area, then like, you know that you either get like a little bungalow, and I love San Marco. I think it is one of like the cutest pockets in Jacksonville. Love the historic value of it, but it was a big old lot and a big old house. But like instantly as we like went into the fenced area of the house, like the entire yard was fenced in. And as soon as we went in, bad vibes, like weird vibes, just like maybe not bad, but just weird, like unsettling. And I was like, do you want to go see this one? She's like, it's beautiful. It's this big brick home. And I was like, do you want to go see this one? I already had that unsettled feeling. And she was like, yeah, definitely. I want to go and see it. And like, I was curious to see it, but like pictures are worth 1,000 words, babe. You know, like I can look at a picture, but like instantly from the feeling of just driving in, not into it. And so she's like, yeah, definitely. I'm getting my son on, strapped into the little carrier, and we go over and we're going to go into the house, and I go and I'm getting the key out of the lockbox, and I have my son on me. So she goes in first. Like I unlock the door and I have the key, but she goes in first. And like, so something had to tell her, because this was the first house that she didn't go in first at. Something in her had to be like, ooh, I'm not feeling this. And so she goes in first because she knows I have my son on me. And the whole downstairs, like every room went into another room. It was like very similar to the last one. Like every room was like connected somehow. And like the staircase is at like the center of the home. Like when you walked into the house, the staircase went up, and like it was like instantly hall, and like you could see the doors and stuff from down there. We went and did the downstairs first, and it was dining room, a big kitchen. Everything was beautiful. Like the wood detailing. Oh my gosh, it was stunning. Like definitely a 1920s house. Definitely original woodwork. Like just the attention to detail is insane in these homes. And I love a historic home. And so we are going through these houses, like we're going through this house, and I don't like just instantly, like it's just bad. Like there's just like weird vibe, like a bad vibe going through this whole home. And we're like looking at each other. Like I know that we both feel it, because we're like both just kind of staying very close and just like, she's like, do you like feel like weird? And I'm like, a little bit. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's like unsettling. Like, it's not like, I don't like feel like I'm innately in danger, but like, I definitely feel very unsettled. And we finally make it to like this living room, and it was at this grand living room, and like this furniture was old, but it was beautiful. And, one of the walls was like completely glass, and it was just, stunning. But we get to the end and like we get back to the staircase where we started. So like everything went into a circle. So like you start here, go from one room and then come back through the other one. And we get to the bottom of the staircase and something in me, we like look at each other and we're like looking at the staircase and neither of us are going up yet. And I look at her and I just very loudly say like, so do you want to go upstairs now? All of a sudden, every door upstairs closed at one time. And she goes, nope. And we both book it out the door. I'm like shaking. I've never had that happen before. Like it was, I mean, every single door like just slammed shut at one time. 10 out of 10. I have never wanted to get out somewhere fast enough. I wish I could remember the address because like I want to go like see whenever it's listed again and I want to go back
and see
like,
if you still feel that way.
Yes, like absolutely.
I mean, don't return to the crime scene. Like what? No. Like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Don't go back.
But like how interesting. Like I would love, I would love to see like I want to know if like vibes are any different. Like hey, maybe some like put some like good juju there, like
sage
burn, like some sage, some house, like some holy water or something, whatever floats your boat, like crystals.
Let me tell you what, if I start feeling any type of weirdness, I will sage anywhere. Like,
girl, come sage my house. Come on now.
I sure will. That's why we live in new builds, though. I mean, you never know what was buried there before.
I live in St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. So, preface: Sydney lives in St. Augustine. She lives 5 minutes away from historic St. Augustine, right? Like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she and I are very different in this. Like, I don't even watch scary movies. Like, it's a hard no for me.
I listen to murder podcasts for fun.
I don't mind murder podcasts and murder documentaries, but like like the jump scare stuff and
I love that.
Yeah, no, hard pass.
My favorite show is Haunting of Hill House, which is beautifully done, but like it's still scary.
Yeah, hard pass for me. So like anytime I'm out of town, my oldest and my husband, Cody, they will watch scary movies because they're like, oh, mom's not here. Cool.
So do you mean to say we're not going to go to Halloween Horror Nights then?
No.
Why?
No, it's a no. It's a no for me.
Can I take Chloe?
Absolutely. She would love it. Go for it.
Chloe and the Sid, a little adventure.
Yes, she's down for that. You know what's so funny about that though is like she'll like cry, like she'll get scared and like cry.
But she loves it.
But she like it's like I don't know.
I can't do like slasher ones. I'm not a huge fan of slasher ones. Like I watched Hostel one time and I was like, oh, this is like too much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't enjoy this. But like paranormal. I love paranormal.
I think the paranormal stuff scares me even more because it's like it's the unknown.
Yeah.
Yes, which let's get into this real quick. So we're here researching like places in St. Augustine that are haunted and we're going over it. And Casa Monica Resort is one of the haunted
this
places.
Messed Megan up.
It did because
she had an existential crisis for about 5 minutes while we were researching this.
No. It's like one of the nicest like hotels.
Oh, it's beautiful. The spa is amazing. Like Casa Monica's stunning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was this past winter. It might have been the winter before that. So in our family, we do a lot of staycations. Obviously, Sydney and I have a business here. Real estate, you kind of got to be here close by for the most part. And then my husband has a landscaping business. So he really can't go too far for too long anyways. But when we do go on a family vacation, it generally is over like winter break. So one of our vacations was to St. Augustine, staycations, to the Casa Monica Resort. And we stayed during like the Nights of Lights. So it was like a really cool experience, super fun. So yeah, she's like, Casa Monica is like one of the most haunted places. I'm like, no. What are you talking about here? And then I'm thinking back to our stay. So I go on in my email and I'm like, oh my God, where did we stay? Because when you're looking here, it says like the first and the fourth floors are the most haunted, right?
Yes. No, the fourth floor.
Fourth, and it says first here
the first floor. Wow.
Yeah. And it says it's a hotbed for sporadic, ghostly activity with the most frights happening on the fourth floor. Faucets and radios can be heard turning on and off in several rooms where they are known to be empty. Okay, so I went into the receipt and I saw we stayed on the 5th floor, but it was like it went up 3 stories.
Your room did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you stayed in like one of like. Oh, okay, so when Megan vacations, she is bougie. Megan, Megan didn't do anything small. Let me just go ahead and like preface that when y'all are like 3 stories for a room, like that really doesn't surprise me. But yeah, you stayed in like one of like the cool ass rooms. Yeah.
But now I'm like, was I on a different floor? Who knows? And then I remember, because it goes up so many stairs and everything, my kids, like, they were kind of scared because they were on a different floor than me. So they were like, oh, I don't want to stay up here by myself.
Oh, they got like, and kids are like,
they sense that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time when my son was young, he was in the hallway in our house. And again, we lived in St. Augustine. He was in the hallway and he was like in the hallway and he was like giggling and pointing. Like the hallway was kind of like dark at the time. He was like giggling and pointing and I was like, hell no.
Oh,
I'm like, no.
Get my sage out.
This was some sort of battleground at some point. So like, no.
Oh my God, you're right.
No, yeah. Yeah, like 100%.
Okay. All right. Well, okay.
Yeah. And like the neighborhood is like right on like a little like creek close by. And like everything happens close to a creek. You got to have a body of water. You know what I mean? Like for some odd reason.
Yeah.
So, but like, I mean, St. Augustine's all water. Let's be real. So like, but the entirety of it, just everything about St. Augustine is so haunted. But yeah, no. I don't play with that. I don't play with that. But yeah, Casa Monica, they have a woman that's supposed to like haunt Casa Monica. There's actually like a few ghosts there that are like legendary.
Apparently they're all over.
Yeah.
Lord. I'm over here like, what in the heck? Where did I stay? I would have by the way, everyone, I would have never stayed there. I actually would have been like, we're just going to change the vacation altogether. Like absolutely not.
You knew St. Augustine was haunted. I don't understand why you think like a historic hotel wouldn't be haunted.
I don't know.
It was just
bug in here. Yeah, that's weird.
Like,
I don't know why I would think that either. You're
honestly,
right.
I'm like a little perplexed as to like why. So, but there's a woman named Faith, the ghost of Faith. And she has been seen wearing like a pink gown. She'll go from room to room. People have seen her crying on the ends of beds. They've heard like disembodied crying in the room and like whines. They've seen children running in the halls. There's like another, like, so Faith is, I think, like the main ghost. And please, like, this is all like local
Don't
legend.
go fact check us. Oh my gosh,
like I mean, you can fact check us, but just like kind of take this how it is. This is all like hearsay
grain of salt
and stories that we've heard. And like as a local, like being in that, I've heard so many stories of all of the haunted places in St. Augustine. But there's like a man that's there too, and he like apparently haunts the halls of Casa Monica. I don't honestly know like what the man does, but like apparently he's scary. Like I think everything is scary. I think just like, the lighthouse is Lightkeeper's wife. Like, yeah, I mean, everyone has seen her. And then the other big one that, a lot of locals talk about is the city gates. So there is a little girl that supposedly haunts the city gates of St. Augustine, and her name's Elizabeth, and the city gates of St. Augustine were built in 1808. She passed away in 1821 of yellow fever. Her dad was the one in charge of maintaining the city gates. And so a lot of the times, like I'm on a couple of like pages where people will post about haunted St. Augustine, and it's insane the amount of stuff that people post. But Elizabeth is one of the most posted in that, like in those groups that I'm in of like people seeing sightings of a little girl at the city gates, like, or she'll be around, she'll be around the city gates. She'll be like at the fort. She really never goes far from the city gates though.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, I think she died like near the city gates, or like, I don't know if like, I really don't know like how it all works. Like,
do ghosts like have to stay within zip codes or like a specific area where they pass?
So I think that like what it is with like ghosts, like from my understanding of it, is like they have like unfinished business here, or like so they're confined to like either places that were like unfinished, but like places that were significant to them, not necessarily where they died, but I think it's usually where they die. I really don't know. Like I know she died of yellow fever. I don't know if she died at the gate gates. Like I honestly hope someone comments on this and like can give like more insight to this, because I would love to learn more about her. And then there's another one. So the cemetery, the Tolamato Cemetery, and I probably just butchered that name. Do not come for me. That's right by the city gates. There's a little boy named James, and he is seen like playing in the trees there a lot. So the cemeteries in St. Augustine heavily haunted, but the little boy is like one of the most seen apparitions, and he's always right by Elizabeth. I'm like, can y'all get together and like have a little play date?
Yeah, have a little play date, and then maybe like move on, like
a Casper the Friendly Ghost type situation. Like, let's have a little play date. Like, you're finished business. Let's go, babe.
Yeah.
Like we love the hauntings, love all the urban legends and like local legends of St. Augustine.
Oh my gosh, I'm reading about this right now. It says James and the Oak Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. One fateful day in late November 1877, James climbed the towering oak, lost his grip, and came crashing down, landing sharply on the consecrated soil of Tolamato Cemetery. His neck snapped and he died instantly. Only 10 days after his 5th birthday. Oh my God, it's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, Elizabeth was pretty young too. I think she was like 8 or 9 when she died of yellow fever. Like she was
these poor babies.
Pretty young.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my God.
Do you ever like, okay, so random thought. Do you ever think about the fact that like people that like haunt places, it's always someone from like the 18 or the 1700s. It's never someone from like 2010.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. But like they're always in like a Victorian style stuff. It's never someone like recent. I'm like, do we finish our business a little bit earlier in life now?
Maybe.
You
know what? I blame it on technology.
I blame it on technology for sure. And there's the other legend. This one messed me up when I first heard about it. So the White Lion in St. Augustine, it was it was originally like a private home, and the person that built it, legend says he was murdered by rum runners. Can we say murdered on here?
I think they're going to bleep us out, but yeah, they, as my kids say, they oofed.
We oofed. But he was by a rum runner back in the 1800s. And then later in the years, the building was used as a brothel. And when the ladies would entertain their customers, there was a really large roof line off the second floor of this building. And they would put their children out onto the roof to play.
Called DCF now. That's
girl,
crazy.
It was the 1800s. DCF wasn't all like, girl, we barely had roads back then. We didn't even have roads back then. You didn't have cars. You got carriages.
Who's sticking their toddlers up on a roof?
Well, the women that were entertaining their customers, they didn't have anything else to do.
They didn't have somebody. Oh my God, I cannot.
No, I mean, but if they even did, like, I mean, you can't, like, I mean, if it's a full night, a ship just came in, girl's got to make her money when she can. You know, we're business women. Like, you should get it.
We're not those type of business.
No, but you gotta make $1 when you can holler. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
okay.
like, you gotta
and the poor baby died.
And so okay, but that's not funny. That's not funny.
It's not funny.
So. So he was okay, but it's all legend. I don't know if it's true. So just like take this with a grain of salt. We're not laughing at the situation. We were just laughing at each other because we think we're really funny. But this little, like a boy, she put her son out on the roof, and he tragically fell to his death. And then there is supposed to be another man that haunts the White Lion, which is now a bar and restaurant. I have been to the White Lion several times, and like it was used as like a bootlegger like place during Prohibition, and there was like a secret passage from there to like escape the feds when they were coming. And one guy didn't make it out, and he was shot down in the White Lion. This is all legend, so please don't come for us if this is not accurate. We don't know. We're here to entertain, okay? But apparently, like his spirit lives on, and so like people have like reported like being pushed and shoved, like having those like really weird chills that people get.
Oh, he was a mad bootlegger.
They're bootleggers. He was shot down by the feds. Yeah, he's gonna be bad. Like, what do you mean? And then the little boy, like you'll see like a little boy playing on the stairs and stuff in this restaurant. I've been going to the White Lion like for years, like ever since I can remember. I went to White Lion in a different capacity when I was a kid. Like I went as a restaurant. Now I I didn't even remember it was still a restaurant. I only go when it's open at night.
Yeah. What's the one where you can smell oranges or something?
That's the Casablanca Inn. And I have a fun personal story about the Casablanca Inn.
Do tell, please.
So the night of my wedding, I stayed at the Casablanca Inn.
Yeah, she's crazy. Like, I can't even believe this.
But I didn't know. Like, I genuinely didn't know. Like, I had no clue. I had no clue. So it
was like you, like me with Casa Monica.
Yeah.
I brought my children there.
Yeah,
What
it messed me up
with me?
afterwards because I was like, man, I stayed at the Casablanca and we had some weird experiences. Like, so it always says that you can smell oranges. Definitely smelled oranges. It was heavily citrus scented. I can't remember the woman's name that is like supposed to like be like associated with the orange smell, but
Miss Bradshaw. Does that sound right?
Oh, Carrie Bradshaw?
No. Okay, wait. It says the Bradshaw's Lantern. It was managed by an elderly widow by the name of Miss Bradshaw. Faced with financial hardships, she began to assist the rum smugglers arriving at the nearby harbor.
Yeah, I know this.
Okay.
I didn't remember
developed
her
a
name.
romantic relationship with the head honcho.
As she
Yada,
should.
yada.
If you're going to go after one, you might as well go after the main guy in charge.
Yeah, it says her spirit has remained in the old ill-reputed hotel. The Lantern Lady, as she's often called, is spotted by late-night boat trippers and fishermen arriving at the St. Augustine Bay.
So my personal experience in the
She walks
Casablanca.
the halls. That's who was messing with you.
Well,
and oranges. Okay. Sweet smell of oranges in the rooms. So she's responsible for that.
It definitely smelled oranges in the rooms, but we were asleep and it was like 4 a.m. And we both woke up and we heard the bathtub going full blast. And
I'd be out of there so
I looked
fast.
over and I was like, did you turn on the bathtub and come back to bed? And he was like, no, I did you? Like, I thought you turned it on. I was like, no, why would I? Like, that's random. And so
refund
so
right
I
then.
go and I turn off said bathtub and I was like, well, it's old. Like, I mean, it's old. I'm like, maybe the pipes just started leaking. Like, I was tired. It's 4 a.m. I had just gotten married the night before and partied like all night long. So I go and I turn the bathtub off and then I go lay back in bed, and not even like 10 seconds after me laying back in bed, the bathtub and then the sinks both just start going. And I was like, you know what? It's feeling like it's time to leave.
Yeah.
It's feeling like this ghosty is not wanting us to sleep right now.
It's giving get out vibes.
It's giving sinister, babe.
Yeah.
It's giving sinister. And I'm like, you know what? This is a warning with the water. I don't, I'm not here to ruin anyone's day, especially not a ghost.
No, especially.
Especially.
So did you leave?
Like 2 hours later. Just want to see what would happen.
You got me messed up. Absolutely not. I have friends, Tammy and Ben, bless their souls. They do this stuff for fun. They go to like haunted places. She like loves the rush of it.
Girl, why do you think my favorite city is Savannah? What, like, you were just there with me in January. I really thought about like wanting to do one of the ghost tours. Glad I didn't, because I realize now you would not have come. You would have been like, no, that's a no from me, dog.
It's a no.
You would have Randy Jacksoned me so hard. No.
No, it would not happen. Not at all. Like, I'm not about that life. No, thank you.
No,
like,
no.
I'm scared of normal people in real life. Like, walking down the street, I got to be worried about like everyday people. Why am I going to do it on purpose with ghosts?
Well,
I
don't know. I could tell you a lot of ghost stories about Savannah, but we're going to stick with St. Augustine for now.
Okay.
For now.
Which Sydney is licensed in Georgia. So,
And Alabama. Don't
leave her out.
Don't leave me out. Okay, so then the Scarlet House. So there's a few different ways that this legend goes for the Scarlet House. It was Scarlett O'Hara's for years. So the Scarlet House was built back in like the 1800s, as they all are. But it was built as 2 separate houses. And so the man that built the Scarlet House, like Scarlett O'Hara's, he built one house and then he built the second house for his upcoming bride. But that fate would be cut very short. So no matter what the legend says, the one thing that remains in this is that he was found dead in a bathtub. Now, whether it was by his own hand or by somebody else, that is the biggest debate is like,
Mm-hmm.
did he do it or did somebody else do it to him? Then the houses were bought, like the estate was bought in like the 1980s or the 1970s, I think, by a pair of brothers who then made it into one commercial building. So now there's like restaurant and bar and stuff. And it recently changed hands back in 2022, I think. It's called the Scarlet Room. I've been there since then. And, you know, you will see like this guy walking the halls on the stairs. And like, if you have spent any time there or worked there, like, you know that this is like a very real urban legend.
Yeah. I could not work somewhere. I could not live somewhere. I could not frequent regularly somewhere. No.
So I live, work, and play in
you.
St. Augustine. So we're in completely different.
Yeah.
We're in completely different like mindsets about that.
Yeah. Sydney loves it.
I do. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
During like a home inspection, have you ever done many historic homes?
No, not really.
Okay. So I have sold a lot of historic homes, which living in St. Augustine is going to put me into some historic homes.
Yeah.
Creepiest things found during a home inspection. Have you ever had anything creepy found during a home inspection? I've had funny things found, but I've had some creepy things found
I feel like
too.
it's more like funny, not really creepy. I mean, I've definitely had showings where like creepy things happen, but it hasn't gone past that.
Yeah. No, I had a home inspection and a historic home. It was built in like the 1800s, as they all are.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like it was like an electrical panel, but it was like not the real electrical panel. Like there was 2 electrical panels in the house, and we found the one that was like for the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one, and it was definitely old. Like it was old, and like there's no way that like someone really used that electrical panel. And then like the inspector and I were looking at it, and he was like, this is so odd that there's like this like kind of lip that's right here. And it was like definitely like lifted up a little bit. Like the metal part was like lifted up off of it. And so he like took like a flathead screwdriver, and he was like, I just wonder like why. And looked behind it, and there was like these big ass like, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But there's these big like skeleton keys. And I'm like, that's so weird. And then we like looked behind, and it looked like there was like a bone in there. And I was like down in, you could like see into the wall. There was like socks and like clothes and like a bone. And like, obviously we had to like call the police. It was a horse bone. But but there was like these skeleton keys, and like we were not far from the jail, like from the old historic jail. And so there was like 4 of them, and I took them up there, and I was like, hey, I was just at a home inspection, and I was like, I found these, and I looked them up, and they were like really, really good condition. Or something that was clearly old. I mean, they were heavy as lead. And I was like, I found these. Did they belong here? Like, was this? And they were like, yeah, these definitely were here. Like, I took it up to the jail. These definitely belonged here, da, da, da. And they were like, we would love if you would donate them. And I'm like, I bet you would. Yeah. And so there was 4 of them. So I donated 3 of them because like I don't need, but I'm like, I want like a piece of this history. Like I'm the one that found it. Like,
that's crazy.
It was so cool. Probably one of my like coolest, but like the bone was creepy.
Yeah.
And like the purchase like had gotten stalled because they obviously had to investigate, and they had to like test the bone and like all these things. But it was like a big bone. I'm like, this was a big dude, and people were not that big back then.
Yeah.
They weren't. Like people were tiny. Like the doors, like if you see a true historic home and like originally
remember me standing next to it?
Yes. Like the door's like 5 feet tall.
Yeah. So I'm 5'5" for reference. And we have this like little, what would you call it? A pocket listing, if you will.
Yeah, it's a pocket listing.
A pocket listing. And it's in historic Old St. Augustine.
Built in 1812.
And Sydney has a picture of me next to the door. Like I took my heels off, and it's maybe like 3 inches above my head, if that.
I'm going to send him a picture of you sitting next to this door so we can put it in while you're telling this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was like the original size of the doors back then, because people were like,
Can you imagine my husband
No, 6'5", walking through
he
like
would not even any of that. Why
no.
were people so small back then? They're so not small now.
The milk didn't have growth hormones in it.
I guess so.
Shout out to 1990s.
Yeah, right. Messed everybody up.
Yeah, I mean, no, I couldn't imagine him getting by. I mean, there was definitely tall people back then, but they weren't like tall. Like,
No, you're tall.
I'm 5'9".
That's tall.
Right. I feel like you're like the biggest lady I've ever seen. You know, it's just, I'm not like an Amazonian. I'm tall.
No, you're a tall girl. Tall girl.
I love my height.
Yes.
I can
you
reach the
should.
top shelf. Can you?
No. I have stools all over my
Actually,
house.
I guess I can reach most top shelves. Not the ones in my house, though. My cabinets are very tall.
Yeah.
But our last thing, we maybe should talk about how to profit off a stigmatized property. A stigmatized property is where things of a certain nature, whether it be foul play, I'm trying to think of words that we won't have to get bleeped out for. Like foul play,
Like
essentially.
Oofing happening in the house.
Oofing happening.
Like
Purposefully, foul play, those type of properties. Like, how can you make a profit off of a stigmatized property?
Airbnb, baby.
Airbnb, baby. Yeah. I mean, do you have many people with like, I mean, literally, like you have a friend, like I'd go stay in a haunted Airbnb and you tell me something's haunted? Absolutely. Packing
She's
my
like,
bags.
yeah, 2 more hours. We hung around for a little bit.
Just a little bit. No big deal. MBD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was, yeah, I think that you definitely get an Airbnb profit on there.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the way to do it. There you go. That's pretty much the only way to do it. Unless you have people who like that kind of stuff. Or you get someone to come in and like perform an exorcism or something on it or like cleanse it.
but like with that, like, I mean, I know sage like helps, but like, does it really work?
I don't know. I walk around
Do you
my
want
house.
to watch some
like-
movies and let's see if it actually works?
So in the house that I used to live in, I remember I got like this really weird feeling upstairs and I just opened all the windows and I saged it and was like, you are not welcome here. We love Jesus. Get out. I went through the whole house and just saged it. And you got to open the windows because you got to let them out. I don't know if that really is true or if it works, but I heard it did. And I feel like it couldn't hurt.
Did anyone film you doing this?
No.
Oh, I'm so sad. I would pay money to see you saging and yelling in a house.
My kids, like they know. Like I have sage. I have what's Palo Santo or whatever it's called. I have it in my house. I'll burn that every now and again. You never know. Like if some people come in the house and they're like bringing a bad energy,
you're not dealing with the bad juju. Now I feel like I need to get sage just like at the ready.
You absolutely should. Like if someone comes in your house or your husband is like, nope, bad energy, don't do this.
Bad energy, don't do this. Sage you right now.
Sage this
We're
whole
not doing
situation.
this.
We are not, don't bring that near me. Thank you.
This is news to me.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
How did I not know that? You know how you had an existential crisis because Monica, that's me right now. Realizing that you sage your house when you find people you don't like.
Yes. Hey, maybe we should do that to clients.
Hell yeah. How do we do that?
Oh my
do
gosh.
we sage
Why
contracts?
haven't we been doing that?
I don't know but like, how are we going to like, I mean, really, like, how are we going to be like, hey, look, like you give off bad vibes. Here's some sage. Don't fire us. Like,
no, like when
at the closing table.
Like, I need to be saged from all this situation. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we need to start doing that.
You know, just
closing
know
gift.
If you have good energy, you won't get saged, but
yeah,
you'll know how we feel about you at the closing table if you get saged. Or if it's just like a particularly bad contract. It doesn't even have to be you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I have some great clients with some terrible contracts. I'm like, it's like Murphy's Law of contracts. And I'm like,
yeah.
Why? You guys are such great people.
Yeah.
Why is this happening? Why do bad things happen to good people?
I don't know. Terrible. It's Murphy's Law.
It's
what can go wrong will go wrong.
Murphy, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like we've touched on a lot of creepy things. I hope you enjoyed our spooky season episode.
Yes.
If you want more, we have plenty more to give you.
Yes, and we'll get much more into real estate in the next one.
This is all spooky season. Let us know if you want to tour some historic homes.
Oh, that would be fun.
Some stigmatized properties.
Yeah. Let's do
Megan
it.
will bring the sage.
Yes, I'll bring the sage. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
All the crystals. All the things.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks. Love you so much.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.